Hard times have set in on the small rural town of Baxter Springs. With the closing of the area's largest employer, the mine, citizens were growing hungry with the lack of money to even buy themselves food. Then the local church pastor had an idea: put his little country farm to work to support his flock. This is the story of the church.
Welcome in, everyone, to the month of October. This month we're going to use our new little log trailer we bought, and we're going to clean out the logs that are in this field that we combined around last time. We're going to try to make it a little bit cleaner field so we don't have to worry about those issues. Unfortunately, these are not the good trees that are easy to cut up, so we're probably going to have a bunch of brush piles out here too, and just get the big portion of the logs moved out. But you know how much we made the last episode on logs, so that's what we're kind of wanting to do this time. Get these logs cleaned out. We're going to plow this field up. If you look at the forecast, there is rain in the forecast, so I want to try to get most of that done before the rain happens. And then back here, I want to have this all tilled up into another field that we can maybe plant some potatoes in. We got tomatoes and lettuce growing at the greenhouse. Another good crop would be some potatoes. There's actually a good movie that came out several years ago that was called Faith Like Potatoes. So if you hadn't seen that movie before, maybe you could search one of the movie search engines and try to find that movie somewhere. It's based in South Africa, I believe. But it was a really good movie. Let me get out here and get some of these logs cut down. I did turn on the lumberjack mod. Of course, now I got so many weeds here I can't really see what I'm doing. I got the lumberjack mod on so I can cut these down a little easier, a little faster. I think first I might just paint this grass, get rid of this grass here. We don't really want all the weeds in the way and we can't see what we're doing. I'll clean this out and then I'll come right back in. There, now all the bushes are gone, so it's going to be a lot easier to work with. Chainsaw going again, and we'll get some of this cut up. Well, it's definitely no pretty load, but it is loaded. So we'll run this to town and see what we can get out of it. Ooh, if I can keep it on the wheels. Probably what I should do, I probably should just see how much that lumber mill is going to cost. Maybe it's going to be really hard to drive. You can hardly make a little turn. Should see how much that mill would cost to be able to turn this into furniture. But right now we only have $16,000. We're still paying $1,000 a day for the employee we have uptown running our greenhouse. But I do know there are some tomatoes and lettuce that's ready to be picked up. So once we get some of this sold off, we will go in and we will haul that to a sell point. Let me go to town. There we go. First load of another $5,924. That's pretty good for that little bit. Of course, now this one, in the last episode, if you've noticed, there was no collisions on these fences. But now with this thing, there is. I know I drove right through this one last time. Oh, still can. So just the other one has collisions on it. Let me go back. I will go ahead and cut all these trees down, so I'll save you from having to watch all that. Then we'll end up seeing how much money we made on sold logs. Talking a little bit. So all I have left is this one tree here. I see some kid put his toy up in the tree. So I'm going to see if I can get up high enough on the tractor to be able to reach it. Nope, maybe. There we go. Hey, we caught it. $1,000 for that toy. Well, that was nice. Some little kid ran his toy across the drive here. Alright, well now we get the tractor out of the way and we can cut our last tree down. We got the brush fire over there. Get this thing out of the way and we'll cut it down and cut the top and throw it all in the fire. I probably should go a little bit farther out of the way. Normally cut the tree in the wrong direction. Alright, here we go. Last tree. Alright. As long as it don't fall in the church, that would be really bad. Get this piece here cut off. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to save that piece. I'm just going to take this big top here, show the whole thing in. Oh. There she burns down. I think part of it burnt. So I can move it over just a little bit more. I think every time it takes it out of my hands. It's going down. Don't want to buy a bulldozer just to push it around. Oh well, we'll let that burn down and we'll get this last piece into town. It does look like it's continuing to burn down some. The branches are turning black, so it should be gone. I did have to put in a sell-all station next to our little lumber place in town. I guess it filled up with all they needed, so it wouldn't take any more. So I thought, well, I'm already taking it to town, might as well just put a sell-all in the same place. So that's what I did. But this is what I ended up putting in. See what our last log is going to bring us. There, not too bad, $2,300. We'll get back to the farm, we'll hop in the New Holland tractor and probably we'll plow up the spots where the trees were, clean that up, and then we'll get another hired guy from town, probably the guy we had last time, have him come out and plow the rest of it, and then we'll take our pickup into town to be able to haul off all the vegetables we've been growing overnight. Yeah, it's still taking a while to get down. Let's see if I can try to move it over. Not let me grab it anymore. No, we'll just leave it there and hopefully it eventually disappears. I'll get the other tractor. Might see if I can get around and push the tree. It looks like the fire's more over here. Get in there and back up just right. Try not to get too much into the fire. There. It's still not really burning down though. Oop, I do have this one stump left out here. Get rid of it. There we go. Now it's gone. Now we can finish plowing this little section up. There we go. But I'll plow this up, then we'll get somebody to do the whole thing. We're definitely going to have to keep our eyes on the sale market to see if a bigger tractor ever comes along. This tractor really can't handle this little plow. And it's a small plow too. It's not big at all. But it takes everything it has to try to get through this. One of the problems is the tractor tries to shift, and when it shifts, it loses speed, and then we're going slower than we were before. There, let's see if it'll try to shift again. Of course, now it's able to handle it, probably because it's already plowed up. Got just this little piece down here left. I haven't even looked at the sale market, but we only have 42,000. You can't get much of a tractor for 42,000. Yeah, see there, 3 miles per hour, 4. Then it does shift. Then it really gets bogged down when it goes up higher. Finish this up. We'll set horseplay up again. Have the guy from town finish it off for us. There he is. I did look, and it looks like that plow is 170 horsepower. And the tractor's only 125 horsepower. So we are underpowered. But there was nothing on sale besides an electric tractor, and it was only 75 horsepower. So we'll go into town now and start loading up our produce. Here we go. It looks like we can get 4 pallets in. Not sure if I can strap that last one. Ooh, right down the middle. Yeah, that should work. Now we'll just run these, sell them at the grocery store. There's actually a little lot right next to the church, and I thought about putting in a little farmer's market there. to try to help out the community. But right now, until we have a little more money, we're going to have to keep doing it this way. See how much we get out of these tomatoes. Not sure why. There they go. It's not wanting to grab that last little corner. 2,700 pounds, so they didn't bring a whole lot. I'm going to probably have to end up getting like an auto load trailer to be able to load more at a time. But I will finish bringing all the produce in, and we'll see how much we get out of all that. Well, I spent $9,000 and got this auto load trailer, so now we can haul it all, and we're actually going to go to a neighboring town because their prices are almost twice as much as here. So the more money we can make, the farther our money will go. Let me try to find this other town. We did tag it, so you can kind of see the green beam up there. It's a little overloaded for this little pickup, but we will follow the green light and we will go see how much we can get in the next town. Here we are, next town over. I can find out how to get in there. We did drive past another sawmill. Let's see, looks like straight ahead, Lizard Logistics. There we go. This place ships this stuff all over the country. So I'm not in a semi-trailer, but it looks like it is a loading dock. They got a forklift ready for it. There we go. Let's see how much we can get out of it. Another $20,000. That's pretty good for just a 1 month's worth of work at that greenhouse. Actually, I don't think we've even had it a whole month. You know, we would have bought it in September, but it wasn't the first thing in the day on September 1st. Now, let me go back and we'll see how our hired hand's coming along. Well, now that it has started to rain, I'm in the cabless tractor. Not sure if this is going to have enough power to do some mowing back here to try to clean some of this brushes up. There's a lot of brush, shrubs, well, everything. I'm not sure if it's going to have the power, but I'm going to try. Looks like it will. Wait until I stop, as long as I keep going. Oh yeah, it's really struggling. I have to wait till the New Holland's available. Looks like it shifts gears and then it can't handle second gear. I was going to mow this and then grab our rake and get it raked and tedded out here. Make some hay bales. Or not, maybe not hay bales because we don't have a baler, but I do have that pickup wagon. Make a little extra money. So we're going to plow all this up soon. Hopefully, probably the next episode we'll plow it because I want to get potatoes planted. I will struggle through this. It looks like he's blocked anyhow, so I need to go check him out. And we'll see if we can get any of this mowed. Well, now we have to make some money off of this grass back here because I went and spent about $30,000 on this used white 2135. Little Massey tractor could not get through this. So I had to do something. At least now I'm in a cab, so I'm not getting wet. Now we should be able to mow this a lot faster. It's all cleaned up nicely, then grab the little rake. Heck, this goes a lot quicker too. We'll grab the little rake, we'll get it tedded up and rake a few of these rows together. Then we should be able to get it loaded in our pickup wagon and try to make a little profit off of it. But I will finish mowing this and then we'll go grab the tedder. Seems like most of this out here was more weeds than anything. Like that one row, this kind of weed here doesn't even give us any grass out of it. So we lost all that. Barely going to be worth even raking, but we'll do it. Try to get a little bit more today. It's going to be a while before he gets done plowing anyhow, as slow as he's going. It's a small plow, and the tractor really don't have the power either. I probably should switch him and let him use this one. I think that would probably go a lot faster for him. I've already got him going, so we'll just let him be, and we'll go get the rake. I've always liked using this little tedder rakes, since it's the one thing they'll do both at the same time. They can rake the field at the same time as tedding it. I just wish it was a little bit wider. I'm not sure if there's any other tedders out there that'll rake it at the same time or not. If so, I mean, I'd love for you to leave that in the comments. That would definitely help. Anything bigger than this would be nice. I mean, she's beautiful though. I mean, I love this old style of rake. I'll keep going around this, get it raked up a little bit, and then go collect it with the pickup wagon, and we'll see how much we end up collecting out of it. Well, we're not getting a whole lot off of it, but I mean, 14,000 liters. I believe that's all of it. Well, I'll find out where the best place to sell it is, and that's where we'll take it. As I was looking to see where the best place to sell this hay is, I noticed that there is a contract available to harvest potatoes for $292,000. Boy, a project like that would definitely make this community a lot of money. Unfortunately, I don't have potato equipment, and I can't afford that big of potato equipment. Just going to have to pass on this year on it at least. It was a big field though. Got this, the animal market is the best price, so that's where we're going to go. It's not a lot of money, but you know, we already had the mower and we had the pickup wagon. We just didn't have a big enough tractor. So that expense is out of the way. Now we have another big one. We'll actually probably do a lot of the work the New Holland was doing. The New Holland just isn't quite big enough to pull that plow. Let me get down the street here and we will head to the animal market. Well, there it is. It says back there in the corner. Well, that's kind of neat. They got a mixer running all the time sitting there. It says to take it back to the back corner. That's where we'll see if it'll put it. Not sure what you put here. Maybe this is where you buy bales at. Looks like it's where you buy them at. There. Let's see what we get out of it. 14,000 liters. Brings us in. Oh, only $2,400. It's nowhere close to paying this tractor back off, but we needed the tractor anyhow, so it wasn't too bad. But I'll get this equipment back to the farm and we'll help out the hired hand. Well, our hired hand needed to go home for the day, so I thought, you know what, we'll swap out tractors and we will finish it. There's not a whole bunch left here. He had most of it finished up all for us, so just got a little ways to go and then we'll be able to call it a day. So let me finish this up real quick and see when I'm done. Well, since we got the big field done, I think I'm going to do the outline here to this field so we know exactly how big our potato field's going to be. Not going to be too big of a field, but you know, everything we're going to use is going to be little pull behind implements. Not going to have any of the big fancy self-propelled equipment. We really don't want too big of a potato field. I think this will be more than enough. It'll supply our little town for a long time. We'll finish this one in November, so we know what we'll be doing. We also need to seed this field here too that we just plowed. I'm not sure what we're going to plant in it. Pretty good sized field. Don't really want to do corn again, so we might switch over and do wheat. Let me go park this and we'll go to sleep and then get ready for church in the morning. Well, yesterday we had $51,034 in income. So we subtracted $5,103 for tithes for church today. And then we ended up spending another $1,000 on the wages for those working up at the greenhouse. So that should do it for this episode. I got to get into church and preach the morning's message. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, slap that like button. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know him, and have seen him.